Meredith Gorman here with John McEnroe, who's in town for the Laver Cup. And what is the significance of the event to you?
Well, tennis is a very individual sport. I loved playing team sports when I grew up. So for me, the team event is exciting. It's a chance to get together, root for other guys, which you don't normally do on the circuit. So it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of upside. And we haven't won so far. So this, I'm hoping that the Bostonians, I'm a New Yorker, and we have a hell of a rivalry, obviously. But in this particular case, I'm hoping the Bostonians, who are great sports fans, will get behind us and help us get over the top finally.
Now, you talk about being a New York sports fan. The event is being held at TD Garden this year. What is that like, going to TD Garden when you like New York sports?
Well, there's a little bit of mixed feelings with that, but, the history, I used to listen, I don't tell anyone, but I used to love Larry Bird, but he played at the other place, I believe, and there was a lot of respect for those great teams. And in the 80s, and I still spend some time in California, so the Lakers and Celtics are going at it. It was unbelievable. I'm still hoping, the Knicks, and someday. I actually went to a game and met Wick, and he took great care of me because we were promoting this a year and a half ago, and like 3 days later, the pandemic hit and just changed everything. So honestly, I'm just happy to be back here. I'm going to forget about, there's not as much history in that new stadium. So, we can all start fresh here.
Now, I heard that you're a Mets fan. They're in town to play the Red Sox this weekend. Are you going to make it to Fenway at all?
It's a painful thing to watch right now. The Mets have self-destructed once again, so that's a bummer. I grew up a Yankees fan till I was 21 or 2, but that's for another story. I'll do it the next time I come to Boston. But the bottom line is that I don't know if I can bear to watch right now because I know Boston's very hot. They're going for a playoff spot. They're, slightly ahead of the Yankees, and I'm thinking the Mets have just blown it once again. But it was a great atmosphere. I was watching last night. I turn on, and all of a sudden I'm watching. It's 2-1 Mets, and 5 minutes later it's 4-2 Boston. So I'm like, here we go again. But that's the type of atmosphere I'm hoping for when we do the Laver Cup.
Now, back to tennis. How has the Laver Cup grown, especially during the time of COVID?
Well, it's been difficult, obviously. I think just obviously there's still protocols in place, and it's been tough on a lot of people. The tennis players have had to do a lot of things that they're not used to, but at least they're getting out and playing, and hopefully we're starting to get into the other end of this. Maybe it's something we're going to have to live with a long time. I don't know. It's been crazy. It's the craziest time of a lot of people's lives and very unsettling. So I think I was at the U.S. Open, and it was full capacity, and it was just incredible. And it made a huge difference in the level of matches and the intensity of the players. And I'm expecting that's going to happen over the weekend at the TD Gardens.
Yeah, there are a lot of talented players in town this weekend for the event, but what is it going to take for Team World, that you're the captain of, to beat Team Europe?
Well, it's like David versus Goliath a little bit. All 6 of their players are ranked higher than any of our players. So it's a tall order, but I've got guys, big, tall guys that can take the racket out of your hands and make players uncomfortable no matter who they are. And I think the format's a quicker format, a 2-set format, so I believe that helps our guys quite a bit. At least that's what I hope. We've been close all 3 years, actually, so we can taste it. You got to have that hunger, and hopefully these guys are like the guy over there that just won the U.S. Open. Maybe he'll relax a little bit and we'll get lucky, but a little luck won't hurt.
Well, thank you so much, John. Good luck this weekend and enjoy Boston.
Thank you. We'll need a little luck, and I will enjoy Boston. Appreciate it.